Hello, welcome back to Heroes of Might Magic 2. For this game, I'm doing a 1 vs 5. Everybody is Warlock, although there are other towns sprinkled throughout the map, which are non-Warlock towns, but expect to see a lot of dragons. As you can see down the bottom right there, I've already got 8 red dragons. And I've seen 2... I think I saw some green dragons, but I didn't actually fight them. I think they ran away and then they came back and had black dragons instead. So I've killed 2 black dragons, or killed 1, but then another one retreated, so I'll count that as having killed 2. So, yeah, should be a lot of dragons fighting. And I've taken out this kind of section of the island. Right now I'm just in the process of reconciling. And I'll start, once I've got some more major resources, I'll start putting up my mage guilds. Because I would like to get Armageddon. Yeah, sulfur's the big problem, of course. Lots of interesting artifacts lying around here. Castor has... okay, he's got quite a few slots left. Won't be able to pick up everything there. I've already had to leave a few artifacts behind, but they don't really do anything, so that's fine. Listening to these guys move is something. So even though there's no magic specialties, there are still elements applied to some of the spells. So as you, I don't know if you can tell, but that lightning bolt did double damage because they're air elementals. So there's little things like that, a few little things like that. Not much though, not like in Heroes 3. What I'm going to do is just going to stockpile everything on Rathmite, except Hydras. Hydras are very good defensively, but they're very slow, so not ideal for attacking. Alright, spotted an enemy dragon. He's got a few. Let's find out how many that actually is. Alright, 3 this time. And he does have a decent... he's a barbarian, so he's got decent attack and defense, whereas I've got 0-0. So this will be interesting. So my centaurs are going to be completely destroyed. They're really not going to do anything. So probably didn't need to bring them. And he can't cast blind again, so my minotaurs can... well, he can cast curse. 1 spell power, so it's only going to last 1 round. There we go. Alright, 3 more dragons down. So it's 5 now. Don't know if I'll keep counting for the entirety of the game, but I'll count as long as I can. Ooh, I don't really know what to go for first. I'll grab this. Now this is a Dragon City. This is the original Dragon Utopia. Now, Dragon Utopia is a bit more interesting. And you'll see why in just a second. So Dragon Utopia, obviously, yeah, well, it's way more dragons you have to fight. Doesn't look like I'm going to lose one. But yeah, as a reward, they give you the ability to recruit red dragons that you have to pay for. So it's not that it's bad. It's just it's not great. But I've already got red dragons, so it's actually pretty good. In a lot of circumstances, it's actually not really beneficial. But this is a circumstance where it's very beneficial, hence why I went there. Alright, hopefully Ogon can get back into position. I'm not going to pick up all these artifacts. That was the artifact that they want me to pay for all of them as well, which is that cost a lot of money just now. Sorry, I didn't keep it open long enough for you to read it. Trust me, that was quite a lot of resources. If you really want to know, you're going to have to rewind and... Ooh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Looks like I'm going to lose that down now. Probably wouldn't be able to hold against this anyway. 28 Minotaurs and 42 Griffins. I'm going to send in Gem. Rathmont can't reach, but Gem will be able to, I think. She might not be powerful enough, but we'll find out in a minute. Now with the Troll Bridge, similar thing. You might think it's going to give you gold, maybe an artifact. But no, it just gives you the ability to recruit war trolls, and you do have to pay. So it's not always appetizing. Alright, he doesn't feel confident, so he ran away. Now I can just walk back in. Ah, she doesn't have ballistics there. good. Still not going good though. I'm going to lose most of these flyers. So that catapult is not doing too well. Here casting light. Well, they're still cursed, so that's good. I think that curse really saved me a lot of trips there. And now you can see the production is greater. So centaurs 18 per week, but there's 25. Gargoyles 8 per week, but there's 11. So I think it's 40% rounded down. So for dragons, or levels, these top level units, I'd get 3, but they'd get 4. So for the top level unit, it's not super dramatic, which is probably the game might be too hard if it was. But as you can see, yeah, they just get more of everything. They also get more resources. Which is a pretty big deal. Not much point having all these extra troops if you can't afford them. I can go back here, get another dragon. So I think it's, yeah, just replenishes one per week. I'm not sure if it builds up, like if you wait 2 weeks, will it be 2? Yeah. Never bothered to test that. This is yet another spell power artifact. So Castor's a little bit drunk on spell power right now. 17 spell power. So I really need to get some level 4 spells to bring it to life. I won't be able to cast very many of them, but it will be good though. Yeah, I thought he might do that. Okay, that's the last of his mana. And he went into the town. Alright, that's nice. I don't want to pick up this artifact, but I will just because it's in the way. Red dragons there. Gonna have to get another green tower soon. Alright, so that's pretty much my knowledge problem taken care of. I'd like a wizard town so I can get the like the double mage guild. Right, there he goes with his summoning. As you can see, my catapult fires 3 times now. he may have had artifacts, but because my pack is full, it doesn't tell me. So it's pretty important that I give some of these artifacts to Jim. Just going to group some of these together as well. Send Gem out soon. Oh, Oakman was back. I think I saw Thundex earlier as well. Maybe that was in the previous game when I restarted. Getting into some pretty big numbers of dragons. The gargoyles are especially handy for this sort of thing. I could go in there and get Berserker, but I'd rather attack this. Ooh, 6. Sounds about right. So if he stays, I'm gonna lose a red dragon. Okay. Alright, it's another 6 dragons down. I've already lost count. I think it was maybe 5, and yeah, that makes it 11, but I'm not 100% on that. So look at this, he has 11 spell power and 9 knowledge, but basically counts for nothing because I have dragons. He still doesn't have blind, interestingly. So I'm just going to go ahead and cast knock it off. When in doubt, just cast a high power damaging spell. But I would really like Meteor Shower or Chain Lightning. It's about time I just picked up that sulfur. But the moment I move away, this happens. So I don't know if he'll be able to hold, but only one way to find out. There's some bone dragons. Now I've got a choice. I can make the Black Tower, but I don't have the level of sulfur production to sustain that, really. So I'm actually going to opt to go for a second green tower instead. take that down, I'll move Gem down to attack with all this stuff. She really needs ballistics though, because the Minotaurs just couldn't do anything. Teleport will be nice. In this game, teleport is like expert teleport. So you can just jump over the walls, like right off the bat. It's very, very good. Slow that I have. Almost. Almost killed a bird dragon. Phoenixes. Those druids are going to shoot me as well, so I'll probably lose. I'm thinking maybe 2 dragons. The catapult will clean up the tower, is pretty good there. Lost my first dragon. But that was a very good trade. 1 dragon for all that stuff. And that was a lot of stuff. Day 7. Let's try a timing attack. Carlon's been on the map, as you can see. She's got some spells, got blind especially. Very handy. Doesn't have full mana though, she only had 15. So, I will go with her anyway. Someone better comes along. Might not be enough, but we'll see what happens. Redeems itself. send Castor this way in the hopes that Rathmon can come down with a bunch of dragons. We have a lot of gold now. Alright, I'm gonna go back on what I said earlier and just go with black dragons instead. Here we go. So, main benefit is very fast speed. Also got the extra 50 HP. So green have 200, red have 250, and black have 300. And extra attack and defense as well, which is nice. But the downside is that now they cost 2 sulfur, which is a lot of sulfur. Alamar probably has some pretty powerful magic. Okay. Carlorn has blind. Probably shouldn't have done that. This is about to wear off anyway. Might as well do this. Something about a Warlock town in lava seems to suit them really well, I think. A lava location. Nice super catapult makes those towers not too problematic. Probably gonna lose another dragon. Maybe not. If I go in here, I can upgrade these, but it's going to cost a lot of resources. There we go, Armageddon. That's basically the victory screen right there. Does he have expert wisdom? No. Yes, he does. So 19 spell power with Armageddon. You'll shortly see just how devastating that is. So So very much compounds the Warlock's natural spell power ability. Although that being said, dragons are good on knights as well because of the higher defense skill. Because if you've got a high attack and defense, then you just can't. You can't kill them. Like if you have a knight with like 12 attack and 12 defense, it's very, very difficult to kill the dragons. Like it's already very difficult to kill them. Okay, let's test out new magic. Another Warlock town. Does have dragons. So I'm going to have to fight them the old-fashioned way, but I do have a decent attack and defense, so... Anyway, let's see what happens. So everything will die, and the dragons will just be fighting each other. And now he has 20 spell power, so it does 1,000 damage. And they have exactly 10 red dragons. Okay, that's lucky. I've also got Irish luck, so... I lost 2, but I killed 10, so... Pretty happy with that. So it kind of just takes just a whole level above like these weaker creatures just seem. Just completely pointless. The power difference is extremely dramatic. Still need blind on some of these other guys, but I can send him over there. Get Dragongeddon as well. Won't be quite as powerful, but still will be good. Oh wow, okay. This spell he really needs to cast his anti-magic, but he didn't, so now everything's gonna die. hand these over to Gem. She can continue on. But I'll basically, as heroes reach expert wisdom, I'll send them to the top left to be initiated. Oh, Gem's already got expert wisdom, so probably could have sent her earlier. They do have Dimension Door though, so they can actually attack from this island here. There's no orb of vulnerability in this game, so you don't have to worry about accidentally killing all your own dragons. Okay, more dragons. Losing quite a few here. Down to 5 now. Myself. Looks like that moved forward there. I can finally build my second green tower. I think I'll build it here though, it's safer. Diplomacy. It doesn't actually say, but diplomacy does reduce the cost of surrendering. Now this is where Berserker is especially handy. The Wolves will go, but then the Crusaders will go. So I can Berserk the Crusaders. Hopefully they'll hit the Hydras. That's nice. Just like that. Crusaders are mostly neutralized. One more time. Underestimated them a little bit there. Still good enough for 2 more lightning bolts. That one only has a mage girl, level 1. I'm actually out of movement, so I can't go in there to replenish. So I'm in a bit of a vulnerable position. Felgar might move in on me. Oh, Renlo's a level 2. I'm gonna have to trade a bit. So as you can see, I've got quite a few towers now. Dragon production towers. Just going to use the gargoyle to bait out the retaliation. There's a lot of griffins, actually. A lot more than I was expecting. I only have 5 mana left. It's enough for a curse. actually lost the red dragon there. I think my only choice is to surrender. And then basically try my luck in the town. Probably didn't need to buy so many centaurs, but... With the towers, I think I'll be fine. Ooh. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of good stuff. Expert wisdom, so I'll build him here. And then he'll have Armageddon right off the bat. Just gotta get rid of that artifact. There's artifacts in this game which actually cause trouble, like they cause detriment. This one. This been a misfortune greatly decreases your morale, so that actually means -2. I kinda might as well get rid of that too, don't really want it. The only way to get rid of them is to give them to a hero like that. Dismiss them. It's a bit weird, but that's how it's done. Rathmon will soon be initiated into the Hall of Armageddon. Very fitting too that it's a Warlock town in the top left corner in the lava, which has Armageddon. You can't make this up. So that's where the Warlocks will go to learn very powerful magic, which I think is very fitting. Now, attempting to go after these, but they're actually unlimited retaliations, so I'm gonna take it easy. What do towers do, I think? Yep, not sure why I went in there. Okay, I'll leave him there until next week to get dragons. fighting, I think it's yellow since the start of the game. It's actually someone else who dies first. Still don't have chain lightning, but we do have Armageddon. With this much spell power, it's pretty disgustingly powerful. The centaurs just die as collateral damage. So Castor's reached a level where he's only got one more level to fully level up the secondary skills, and then that's it. So he's like level 22 or something. Still get primary skills though, so could still get more spell power for an even stronger Armageddon. The dragon. Ah, whoops. Should have just used lightning bolt. Yeah, this is I think pretty interesting in Heroes 2. So not only do you have the slow, you have mass slow as level 4 spell, and you have haste as level 1 spell, but then mass haste is level 3 spell, things like that. But you actually have a distinction between resurrect and resurrect true. So resurrect specifically does it until end of combat, but then resurrect true is permanent. So in Heroes 3, the way they did this was if you have advanced earth magic, then it becomes permanent. But resurrect true actually makes a different sound, and if you know the sounds, you'll know when the enemy casts it, whether it's true or if it's just until end of combat, and you can kind of play around that. And it's interesting how they split it into two different spells. Makes sense though in Heroes 3 with the different types of magic, that it would be just a specialization thing, in the same way that experts slow makes it mass slow. But I think, yeah, some people think having a level 1 spell that's that powerful is a little bit strong, but you know, not necessarily better or worse, just different. There are some things which I think are objectively better between the games, but they're few and far between. For the most part, they're just different. Barbarian Town. I don't think I've seen one of those yet, so... Oh, here we go. Maybe this is it. No, I don't think so. Not really sure what that is. Dead, on the other hand, is just completely standardized. It's, it just works. Like it's permanent. Only costs 10 mana. Like Animate Dead's pretty straightforward in this game. This guy doesn't move slow. See, the sound is a little bit different to you. There you go. You cast it as well. So I know that these are permanently resurrected instead of just until the end of the battle. Hoping these wolves don't get morale, because if they do, I'm in a lot of trouble. They couldn't reach. Actually, that's a Probably the best morale I could have hoped for. I remember someone picked up an artifact to make the. Oh, actually, I think it was the fire spells do more damage. So I think I cast the wrong spell there. Yep, if it doesn't kill everything on the first cast, just cast it again. Ah, yeah, Gem has this. Wasn't paying attention then. Still only killed one, which is pretty lucky for me. Definitely gonna have to retreat or surrender here. Vesper also has Armageddon, but it won't be quite as devastating. Only 500 damage. Okay, I'm going to end part 2 there. So if you watched this far, hope you're enjoying. And I'll basically just continue to steamroll. I think this game's already over, essentially. Not really much they can do. For the heroes like this guy, Alamar with a pack of black dragons, I'll just have to round up a whole lot of dragons to be able to take them on. Very some other stuff too, but not too much of an issue. Castor's got like good attack and defense, like 7/7 for a Warlock is actually quite good. Meanwhile, 22 spell power, so anything that's not a dragon is just going to instantly die. And then I've got the attack and defense plus dragons to fight enemy dragons. So it's basically the end of the game. So I will do part 3 just to clean up, do some more Dragongeddon. But yeah, well, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.